This is the CHRILLCAST. I'm Chris.
And I'm Will.
I'm Dan.
And this episode is Fandom Fridays. Dan, do a quick recap of who you are. We'll put your video in the background.
I'm Dan. I run a channel called Nerd Talk, and I'm a small YouTuber, pretty new, only doing it for 2 months, with a focus on pop culture, movies, TV, and games. And I just came back from a trip to Willy Wonka's chocolate factory, which explains my complexion at the moment, so I'm sorry about that.
What?
He's
Oh,
blue.
come on.
Oh.
Come on. That was good. Right over Chris's head.
Got me. Oh, got me.
Yeah.
Wait, blue? Oh, you ate the gum, huh?
Yeah, I do down it.
Oh my god, I was thinking Oompa Loompa. I was like, that's not the right color. Okay, so today on Fandom Fridays, we've taken the take that we can't really do all 3 topics in one podcast. So just really quickly, since today we're filming this on Sunday, is Will's birthday. Will can tell you what he's going to be getting soon.
I'm going to be getting something I can't talk about? No. No. Are you talking about the book you got me, Chris?
Yes, because I haven't told you the other things yet.
So Chris got me the book Hardwired, which is what the Cyberpunk 2077 video game is based off of the book, or is it based off the board game, which is based off the book? I don't remember the exact order.
So, okay, I'll just give you a quick recap. The Hardwired book spawned a tabletop RPG. Think more like Dungeons and Dragons, which inspired Cyberpunk 2077.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the order of events. But Hardwired is the original inspiration for all of that.
Yeah, so I'm pretty excited about that book. I've actually had a hard time finding it. So I've gone to 3 separate bookstores and a library, and none of them have the book. So I don't know what's going on with that, but Chris somehow found it.
Mm-hmm.
And should I just jump into my recommendations?
Yeah, you can go first then.
All right, so the game that I'm recommending this week is Shadow of War. So when this game first came out, there was some huge controversy around it because it was the first single-player campaign that had microtransactions. So it was really terrible. It blew up in their face, and it really kind of ruined a good game. So if you like Shadow of Mordor, this is definitely an improvement on the first game. There's a lot more to do. The Nemesis system is still amazing. I'm really confused why Nemesis system hasn't branched out into other games, and why we only see it in the Shadow of War series.
Oh, it is. It's coming. It's coming. Do you hear
in what
this?
Game? No.
The new EA Star Wars game.
Really?
Yes.
Has a Nemesis system just like this?
Yes.
Oh, that makes that game much more appealing to me.
Okay, keep going. Sorry.
Anyway, so the Nemesis system is really cool. So you have all these unique orcs and orc captains and stuff that you encounter throughout the game, and they all have their unique personalities. And if you defeat them, but you don't execute them, they can come back and they'll have wounds on their body and stuff, and they remember the interaction, and their personality changes based on that. And they will betray you, they ambush you, and it's really cool building up your army and taking these fortresses. I really enjoy it, and they've taken out the microtransactions, which is the most important thing.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Dan, let's let you talk next.
My recommendation this week is Resident Evil 2 Remake. It came out earlier last year, and it's a perfect game, really. I can't find really any complaints except that maybe I wish it gave me a little bit more downtime, because you're being constantly chased by your main antagonist, and it's like having a heart attack for the entire length of my playthrough. I was freaking out. I tell this story to people all the time when they're like, how was the game? I ran away into a room, not me physically, but the character, and I stood in a corner because I wasn't sure if he could come through doors, and I was sitting at my TV holding my controller, and I waited for 5 minutes. I didn't move the character at all, just stayed in a corner for 5 minutes, waiting to see if he could find me. And it had me so gripped. It was the best experience I had playing a game, was standing in. Graphically, it's great. Yeah. And,
So
Capcom.
just a quick question for you. I've never played Resident Evil 2, but I have heard the same thing you're telling me. Is this essentially like a cat and mouse game the whole way through?
Uh, I want to say the first half of it, yeah, you're gonna be on the move while this guy chases you, and then you're pretty safe once you hit the sewers. But...
Okay, yeah, because that's what I was hearing. Is essentially like this predator thing is coming after you, the whole game, and it's I don't know. I'm not well versed on Resident Evil, but I've watched some of the movies and I played number 4. I want to say.
The game?
Movies have nothing to do with the game.
I know they don't, but I've seen what some of the enemies look like because I think I played 4. 4 was on the GameCube, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's the one I played. That's the one I've played then. And the enemies, I know they vary from game to game, the way they look and stuff, but I remember them being very, very creepy.
Yeah, exactly.
And you feel on edge the whole game.
They're tough too. Here is what it does is it actually somehow accidentally ties up a loophole in the game, which is zombies are super easy to kill, right? You shoot them in the head and they go down. But then why weren't the cops able to take down the town of zombies? It's just one bullet per zombie in the head. In this game, it's random. Every zombie has a different damage threshold, so even 11 shots to the head might not bring a zombie down, and the shotgun's not guaranteed either. So...
Okay, then. Interesting.
Yeah.
I'm not really one to play horror games. I've tried Dead Space and Fear, and neither of those really resonated well with me because, let's face it, they were a little creepy when I played them.
They're just too scary for you. So.
Yeah, no, not scary. Just like, I don't know. I guess I'm gonna be recommending a game that really kind of goes against what I'm saying here, but just to pick another dark game from. Are you done, Dan? Are you all set?
Oh yeah. Please.
Okay.
Yeah, almost.
I'm gonna recommend. You said that was a Capcom game, correct?
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna be recommending another Capcom game, and I'm recommending a specific one in this series. I'm recommending the original Dead Rising.
Oh.
I fell in love with this game the second I put it in my Xbox and watched the intro. And I died so many times in this game. And I've gotten every single achievement in this game possible except 2. It's 5-Day Survivor and 7-Day Survivor, and the only reason I don't have those is because it requires you to play your Xbox for like 16 hours straight. Because you can't pause, you can't save, and if you do anything that causes the Xbox to shut down, like say an unexpected update to the console, Microsoft, it will shut you down and you will not get the achievement. And it's the most frustrating thing to me to have 48 out of 50 achievements because the AI is so terrible, and I got some of the AI required achievements like escorting 7 or 5, so they're 5 or 7 females at once, which A, you have to kill off some of the in-between survivors to get all of the females at once, and B, the AI is so terrible they die every 5 minutes. That was about as frustrating as playing the game for 16 hours straight.
Are the AI able to defend themselves at all, or?
If you give them weapons, they'll do stupid things and get themselves killed. No, I mean, they're not the worst, but they're certainly not the best AI, and the programming for the AI is comically terrible. But through the frustration of playing this game, I found it to be one of the most enjoyable experiences ever, even though the mechanics are... It's like watching a B-rated movie, all right?
Okay.
You may not love it, but after watching it 3 times, or, I don't know, having a couple of shots in between or drinking a few beers, you just find yourself loving a product that was certainly not meant to be AAA quality. And that's kind of how I fell in love with it.
Interesting endorsement. Series. All right, to enjoy Dead Rising, you need a few shots.
No, you really don't. I mean, the longer I played it, the better my character got, the more enjoyable the game got. And once you get all the photograph achievements done, which that's like the only real downside to this game is the photography. I hate the photography in this game. I'm so happy they did away with it in Dead Rising 2. But the game itself is hilarious. It's just comically funny, some of the things that happen, and the plot is so unbelievable. It's so off the wall, and it's to not give away any spoilers, but there's like some conspiracy theories. They blame it on the government, this and that, and it's just like, whoa, where are we going with the story? And then it never develops that. Like, they never end up pinpointing anybody with it. It's like, oh, okay, so just some scientists in Mexico, huh?
Wait, does the game take itself seriously though,
It
or
does,
is it kind
it
of
does.
tongue in cheek?
It does, and it does, and it doesn't. There is some serious. I'm not gonna lie. There is some seriousness to it, which was kind of unexpected. But the storyline gets less comically funny and more serious the farther you get into it. And then the final bad guy is like this. He's kind of like a jerk of a like a stereotypical bad guy military type is what he turns into at the end. And then the credits roll and it plays this epic rock song at the end of the game. I think it's a Paramore song, or at least it sounds like a Paramore song, but it's good. I can't recommend Dead Rising enough. Make sure that you're at a mature enough age to play it. If anybody is under the mature age to play it, watching this podcast.
You have to drink while you're playing it, so you have to at least be 21 or 18 in Canada.
Yeah, sure. But there's so many endings to this game, and you can find yourself at every single ending on accident. If you're not purposefully like playing through this game, trying to get specific endings, you will find yourself basically hitting every different ending on accident. Oh, and some of the animation in this game is hilarious because like the eyes are not done right. Look at this guy's eyes. This game's got character. Let's put it that way. It was very ambitious, and the number of zombies on screen, they maxed out the processor of the 360 on this game, putting as many zombies as possible on it. There's also a variant of this game for the Wii called Chop Till You Drop, and I don't recommend that game. It can only render like 20 zombies on screen at one time or something like that, and you have to make use of the nunchuck and the Wiimote going, choo, choo, die zombie, die. And the only positive of that game is there's no camera. But yeah, so I recommend Dead Rising. It's so much fun, and if you get all the achievements, you get a lightsaber and the Mega Man blaster. And I ended up getting the Mega Blaster by killing 54,000 zombies in one playthrough.
Oh my gosh.
54,000?
54,000 zombies in one playthrough. Now keep in mind, not only do you have to kill 54,000 zombies, but you have to do so in a span of, I think, 3 days in the game. And a day in this game is about 6 hours. No, 4 hours, I think. No, that's not even right. It's like 2 hours per... 2.5 hours per day in the game, because it's like 6 minutes is an hour. So 10 minutes or 6 minutes is an hour. I don't remember. But I remember this, okay? After getting the 54,000 zombies, I was like maybe like a few minutes away from not making it in the 72 hours. I was like, no! So I grabbed a van and just started ramming zombies. Oh man, so it was stressful, but I got the Mega Man Mega Blaster, and that is the only way I like to play this game now. So if my save file ever inadvertently goes away, I will never play this game again. Because I'll never.
Do you guys watch the Sphere Hunter?
Repeat that.
Do you guys watch the Sphere Hunter?
The what?
Sphere Hunter. She's a YouTuber.
No.
Let me
She
look
just
her up.
released a video on this game, and apparently you can spit in this game.
Yeah, you can. You say Seer Hunter?
Sphere.
Seer Hunter?
S-E-R-E.
S-E-R-E?
No, sphere, like a ball.
Seer, like this?
No, like the shape, man.
Sphere. Oh, sphere. Oh my god. I'm sorry. Oh, this is her, right? Okay. How next gen perfected design. Well, and you know what? I agree with her only on the fact that the amount of zombies you can render on screen increased significantly from the last generation to this generation. I mean, Dead Rising was a game that was always better off in this generation than last generation. That's a fact. So, anyways, I'm not going to watch a 35-minute video right now.
Oh yeah,
So,
no, I'm saying it's like, yeah, I'm gonna beat the boss by spitting at it. I'm like, what?
you can. That is true. So, with that being said, obviously we recommend Shadow of War. We recommend the book Hardwired. We recommend Resident Evil 2 and Dead Rising. Is there anything else anybody would like to say?
No, I'm good.
Happy birthday, Will.
Thanks.
With that being said, Dan, we really appreciate you coming on the podcast. We highly recommend any of our viewers go check out his channel. It's
Yes.
very low subscriber count for the quality of content that he has. And thank you for being on the show, Dan.
Week just flew by, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, I did.
it really did. Because we're experiencing it in like 3 hours, and everybody else is going to experience it day to day to day. If there's anything else you guys want to ask Dan, he's on Twitter, he's on Reddit, and we'll leave links for his stuff down in the description below of every video this week.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Thank you for coming on. As always, I'm Chris.
And I'm Will.
I'm Dan.
Got to get the delay in there.
Mm-hmm.
We will see you
On the next CHRILLCAST.